Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique. How you guys doing? Hello, hi. How's it going? How's it hanging? What's the 411? I finally learned how to say that. I can't believe that you guys all let me be a fool. Like, how dare you guys not actually tell me that it wasn't 401k, that it was 411? So for those who do not know, because you might be too young or, well, I'm actually too young for this myself because I never used it, but I always heard the expression that there was a line that you used to call to know everything before Google existed, which was 411. You know, if you wanted to know what to do when your limb fell off, you would call 411 and they will help you. So whenever you ask somebody what's the 411, you will be asking, what's up? What's going on? What's going on with your life, you know? And then I got confused with 401k because, you know, retirement plans or whatever. I'm old, whatever. So nobody actually told me how to say that properly. And you guys just let me be a fool. You guys let me be a fool. Hey, Quetzal, how you doing, sweetheart? Why are you screaming? What's up with the rat screaming? What do I do? What did I do now? Speaking of 411 though, I've realized, and I just sat here waiting for stream to start. Sometimes, sometimes when I'm starting stream, I just sit here and ponder what my life has come with, what has happened with my life, what all decisions that I did happened for me to be here today. Because, you know, I get nervous right before stream. There is something about it that never shakes off. The nervousness about streaming and, you know, performing to be entertaining, it never actually shakes off. So I was sitting here and I was pondering, man, the more I grow old, the more I realize that I actually don't know what the fuck is going on. Because here's the thing. I went out with my mom today. We went out to do some errands, some stuff, right? And I don't know why I'm still, at my 25 years of age, I'm still kind of used for help to tell me how to do everything. So whenever she told me to go and grab some stuff for her, I was like, me? Alone? By myself? And you know, I've done stuff alone before. It's not that I never done anything without her. But for some reason, I just kind of froze up and I was like, but I don't know what an orange is. What is an orange? What color is it? What size is supposed to be? How many do you want again? You know, and I'm also very forgetful, so I tend to forget whatever instructions she told me. Like, she could tell me specifically, I want an apple that has been eaten by 4,000 men and that, you know, it was shot out into the street. I'm not listening. I completely forgot. The moment that those words enter into my brain processes them, thinks about it for a moment, is like, no, this is not necessary, and then, you know, makes me look like a fool. Hey Pepper, how you doing, sweetheart? How's it going? So yeah, I'm just kind of I was just kind of flabbergasted to be asked to do stuff with myself when I was with her, and you know, I think it's just part of life. It's just part of life. Then, you know, like imagine when you go to the doctor by yourself because your mom can't accompany you anymore, and you're like, you cannot figure out what to tell the doctor because your mom always told the doctor what happened. So yeah, I will say though, I've been able to go to the doctor by myself in the last couple years because, you know, I kind of have to. But I hope you guys are proud of me. I hope you guys are proud of me that I can talk to the doctor by myself without needing the help of my mom. But the reason why we went out though is because we wanted to buy makeup. Like I told you guys, I've been interested in doing makeup recently. And I asked her if she would let me like practice with her sometime and teach me the ropes, you know. Not necessarily for me to wear myself because she would probably, you know, burn me at the stake for that. But I'm thinly disguising it. I'm thinly veiling it, you know, letting her know that it is her idea for me to do her makeup and learn by doing it on her, you know. And we went to this, like, to the flea market, you know, to do marketing and flee the scene after. No, we went to the flea market to buy some stuff. And when we got to like the little makeup tent, I guess it's a tent It's not really a store because it's not a store, but the makeup space. When you got to the makeup space, and my mom was talking to the lady, I suddenly got called up by her associate, and I pretended to be dead for self-defense because I got nervous. I don't know why. I got nervous about talking to somebody about makeup that is, you know, a professional. So I was like, no, I'm just here with my mom. I don't know anything. Pretending like I'm a stray kid that doesn't know what even a makeup wipe is. So it was fun though. My mother has this very cute blush and a coral color, and it has a like golden shimmer, like golden greenish shimmer. Whenever it's shone directly by a light, it looks green, but it's like very beautiful gold shimmer. And I'm probably gonna steal that for myself at some point. You know, don't tell her that. But anyway, how you guys doing though? What you been up to today? Well, how's your Wednesday going? Have you been doing anything productive recently? Sorry about that. My mom, speaking of my mom, she was calling me. Sometimes she will come in and show me like TikToks that she thinks are interesting, and then I'm sitting here being like, Mom, you know, somebody hiding a quarter behind your ear is not that interesting to me as it used to be when I was a child, but I'm gonna humor you anyway. She was trying to show me like a makeup TikTok the other day because, you know, she knows that I've been interested on it. And some people are wilding, yo. Some people are wilding. Like, what do you mean to tell me that you're shoveling three tons of makeup on your face just to look like a normal person? Like, I know that a no makeup look actually takes more makeup than what people think, but I'm still wondering why does the three buckets of foundation have to do with it? But anyway, so folks, what is the purpose of today's stream? What are we going to be doing today? Well, today we're going to be working in a Pokemon Monotype thing. So for those not really bear-themed Pokemon, which honestly, I think it's the majority of you. A Monotype team, well, first of all, Pokemon has types. I feel like that's something that everybody knows. But if you, in case you didn't know, Pokemon have types. They come in different flavors, different notes, different scents. And for a Monotype thing is, as the word implies, is a Pokemon team made of a single type. The reason why you normally don't want to do this is because the types have advantages and weaknesses. They are weak or strong to other types. Therefore, you want to build as variety of a team as possible for you to be able to, you know, survive the whole ordeal. You know, a very turning game for 10-year-olds. It's very stressful. So, for that reason, usually Monotype teams are not advised, but there is this thing called being a gym leader or a Pokemon specialist, and that means that you're usually specialized in a type of Pokemon. It means that you are torturing yourself. It means that life is not that fun, and you want to have a little fun today. So you make yourself a specialist on a single type, sorry. And so that's what we're gonna be working on today, because I want to build a Pokemon team that is just fully fairy types. Because, I mean, look at me. Do you really want to ask what Pokemon type I want to specialize myself in? And in particular, this is also because I'm going to be working on a little project later on in the year with a couple other people. And this Pokemon team is going to be necessary. So that's the purpose of today's stream today. And what I want you guys here to do is to help me out with this. Because I'm going to be for real with you. I'm going to be so honest. I have absolutely no fucking idea what I'm doing. Like, I know little things. I know Raichu. I'm kidding. Like, I know little things about nature and stuff like that. But the actual implications of, like, the intricacies of what competitive Pokemon teams are, I don't know about. I'm not very savant on this type of topics. I'm not a savant on it. So I'm going to be reading up some things. I'm going to be trying to do as much research as possible to make a decent Pokemon team. But if you guys have any idea, please, if you guys know anything, help me. Help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I absolutely have no idea, but you know, if you guys don't want to help me, then I guess I'll cry. Oh, what's happening? Anyway, so one thing that I did know I wanted to include immediately was Alcremie for the uninitiated, which I think at this point everybody knows. But Alcremie is my favorite Pokemon. It is very customizable. It comes in every color, every flavor, every style that you want to ponder. It can happen with Alcremie. You just stream it, Alcremie can be so. So, it's my favorite Pokemon, and I wanted to use it. However, when I was like doing some preliminary research, because I didn't want to like not know absolutely anything, I found out that Alcremie is a Pokemon destined to be a doubles team, a doubles Pokemon. Primarily because most of their moves are, you know, oriented to be a support. You know, Pokemon also have roles. They have things that they are best at. And there are some Pokemon who are complete garbage and you shouldn't use them. But you know what? I feel like, fuck it, I'm gonna have fun. Alcremie is usually not that recommended as whatever she can do. Some other Pokemon can do better. But I want to use her. And another Pokemon that I know they definitely want to use would be Hatterene. Let me just add her to the format. Hatterene. Because, I mean, just look at her. Hold on. Let us look at her for a moment. Where is she? Where is that woman? There she is. I mean, just look at her. She's pretty cunt. She's so cunty. Look at her. She has a little body and a lot of hair, and that's essentially me. Very little body, a body to hair ratio, which is unfortunate. But I just want to use her. She's fun. She's a witch. And she's pink and blue and white and happy Pride Month, people. Happy trans people. So, one problem that I do know about is that these two bitches are slow. They are super slow. And that is a problem because, you know, Pokemon as a game is an RPG, and it is also a turn-based combat game. Therefore, big number matters a lot. If number bigger, you in trouble. If number small, you in trouble. So, and one solution that I do know about this is Trick Room. That's what I know. Because I seen it, I used to play. I didn't used to play actually. I used to roleplay in a Pokemon roleplay group in DeviantArt, and I know a little bit because I was kind of forced to learn it. Because part of the roleplay was that you fighted the gym leaders in Pokemon Showdown, and so you know if you didn't go in with a strategy, you will be kind of fucked. So I do know certain strategies, certain things. In this case, Trick Room. But my problem is I do not know how to follow it up after this. Like, I know that usually a Pokemon, it's not the offensive Pokemon that sets up the rooms and stuff like that, the terrains. It's usually just, you know, so like a scapegoat Pokemon, and then you have the ones that set up the terrain. So I need help. Because the plan is Trick Room. Because I want Hatterene and Alcremie to do their thing. Problem is I don't know how to make them do their thing. And maybe it would be better. Maybe it would be better if I had other like Pokemon ideas. But if you guys can help me out with this, please, I beg of you. I'm on my knees. Help me out. I'm so lost. So yeah. Looking at Alcremie though, if I look at her thing. Where is she? Oh, that is psychic, not fairy. Fairy type. Alcremie. There you are. Alcremie. So looking at Alcremie, we can check it up over here too. What we can see is that her speed is very low, but she's, you know. Let me explain actually. Let me explain what all of these are. So, for those who don't know. So, in this case, HP, I think it's fairly obvious. I think it's fairly obvious what HP is. If you don't know what your HP is, you probably have low HP and you should go to the doctor. Attack, in particular, the Pokemon moves are divided into when it comes to offensive powers. It's divided in physical and special, I think they call it. Physical and special attacks. Basically, punching people versus punching people, but with a magic fist. So, attack refers to physical attacks. HP, defense refers to your defense towards the physical attacks. How much you can handle being punched. Special attack, defense to how good of a magic, how good is your magic for you to like throw it out. Like, how good can you cast a spell, I guess, if you want to put in like D&D terms, what the potency of it is. And special defense is how good you can handle a fireball. how much can you resist magic? That's essentially the point. And speed, also fairly self-explanatory. I don't think you guys need me to explain that one. So, what you guys can see here is actually, I want you guys to tell me, what can we deduce from Alcremie now that we are looking at it right now? You know? What can you guys tell? What do you think is happening with Alcremie over here? When you look at its stats. If you guys don't mind me asking. I'll give you a couple seconds to respond. Can handle fireballs? Well, yes, it can handle fireballs, even though it's made out of cream. Which you would think that, something that's made out of cream wouldn't be able to handle heat. But, I guess when things get hot, it does cream, so. It's a special attacker. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for the... Yeah, it's also a special attacker. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? By the way, Jerry, thank God you're here because you're gonna help me with this because I am. Listen, I know little things, but I don't know everything. So please help. Help. This is a cry for help. You gotta make sure you don't accidentally put a physical attack move. Honestly, I've done that before. When I first started getting into Pokemon myself, one of my issues was I didn't quite know what the whole system behind Pokemon. So I played Pokemon Black and White, and it kept telling you. I think I had all but fighting physical moves into a Pokemon that was especially good because I didn't know how to read the thing. I was probably 8 years old. I didn't know how to read. Well, I knew, but still, that time can't stop me because I don't know how to read type of thing. So I don't know how to do it either. Well, I guess we're learning together tonight. We're learning together tonight. We're learning how to read together. So yes, exactly. It is as you guys said. It's special. It's a special attacker, meaning it can do magic good, and it's a special defender too, meaning that it can take a good fireball to the face. Now, one of these is higher than the other, and that means that the special defense of Alcremie is really high. However, as we can see, it has no good physical attack moves, therefore, it's kind of useless in that sense. And in another fact is that its defense is also really low, meaning that it can take a fireball, but it cannot take a punch. Cakes are fragile. Apparently, they can take a lot of fire because, actually, it just hit me how that makes sense. It just hit me how that makes sense because Alcremie is the cream Pokemon, but it's implied that she's made out of cake, I suppose. And I was thinking, man, she's made out of cake, right? How can she take fireball so well? Cakes are made in an oven. She can take a fireball because she's made in an oven. Clock the spook, bitch. Clock the thinking. Clock my brain. My brain is so big right now. But yeah. Now, one of the things that Alcremie has going for her over other Pokemons of her type and of her role is that it has a move called Decorate. Now, let's read this move together, shall we? Decorate raises the target's attack and special attack by 2, meaning that it's a buff. Now, the thing is, Alcremie cannot target that herself because it says the target's attack, meaning an ally. Therefore, she cannot use it on herself. Therefore, she's designated as a support. Also, you may be asking why I'm calling her she. It's because Alcremie can only be a girl, so. Now, this is really good. I actually really like that. I'm very happy that Alcremie has a bit of a supportive role because I love being a support. However, how else are we gonna complement this? Because I have no idea. Like, one thing that we have to take into account, of course, is Alcremie is super defensively weak. So we have to find a way to help that now. Now, I'm gonna be looking through its move pool to see if we can learn anything that may be useful for that. But oh god, I genuinely I don't know how to help that, because the funny thing is that one of fairy types' weakness is steel types, and steel types tend to be physically strong, you know? Therefore, that is a problem. Are we going for a Trick Room set? Yes, I'm going for Trick Room. Unfortunately, Alcremie cannot learn Trick Room. That is not one of the moves that she lands, I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me double check that. Let me make sure that I'm not, you know, talking shit. Okay. Vibrating, nope. Okay, no, she doesn't like Trick Room. I'm surprised you knew what Trick Room was. I actually had no idea. Like I said, I've done Pokemon stuff before because I was in a Pokemon roleplay group when I was younger, and I got my ass kicked by a Trick Room setup. So I had to find that out the hard way. I had to eat shit before I found out what Trick Room was, because I was like, oh my god, my Pokemon is so much faster than that. Yay, I'm gonna win. And then, you know, sucker punch to the face. I don't know what all of the rooms are though, because I know there's other room types and stuff like that. Maybe we need to start with the Trick Room setters. So the problem is who is gonna set Trick Room, because you see what I've been finding, like I said, I did do a little bit of research on this before I came to stream, so I don't look like an idiot. So let me just pull this up real quick. One of the problems that I am finding with Trick Room is that most setters that can do this are psychic types. And if you remember, I'm doing a monotype fairy team, so that's not gonna work out. Hattering can do that. Wait, isn't that a bad thing though? Because Hattering is really slow though. Like, look at that. It's even slower than Alcremie. Like, don't you want your Pokemon that set up the Trick Room to be faster? Isn't that kind of the point? Because I know, okay, so let me just read Trick Room so that everybody's caught up onto what it does. Trick Room reverses the move order within each priority bracket. So Pokemon with a lower speed tag can attack first, while those with higher speed will attack last. Individual brackets are still maintained. Moves in higher priority still work before moves in lower regardless. Trick Room lasts for a set amount of turns. It will be useless after using it. Well, but if it's a support though, are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, if you think it's a good idea, I'll follow you. I'll follow your lead. But I always thought that you kind of wanted a fast setter for things. But you know, fair enough. And it can do it. So Trick Room There's some priority of -7, so it always goes last. Really? So even if you're fast, it will always go last? Okay, well, shit. I guess it doesn't matter then. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a slow Pokemon who has it. Okay, so Hattering is gonna have Trick Room. Love that. Love that for us. We have that puzzle. That part of the puzzle solved that. I'm not an expert. I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's a lot of Pokemon who can set up Trick Room other than her properly. Because let me see. Types. Trick Room by leveling up Diancie. I cannot use Diancie because I'm trying to avoid legendaries. Like I said, this is for a future project. And in that future project, I'm not allowing legendaries. So Diancie's out of the question. So that's a no. Rapidash. Hi, Inti. How you doing, darling? Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're feeling better. Well, what is Rapidash stats? I mean, it's a Rapidash, so I assume that it is fast, but let me just check. What's the stats? What's the stats of Rapidash? Oh, no, yeah, that's not gonna work. If going by Pepper's logic, Rapidash is way too fast to set up a Trick Room. So yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Just passing by before going to eat. That's okay. I hope that tomorrow is better for you, Vipti. I'm happy to see you here though, and I'm happy that you're still here. So, still, I hope that you have a lovely day and that I can distract you from things. So yeah, Rapidash is a no-go. Who else then? Slowpoke is Psychic. That's Poison of Fairy. If you're going to start with a Trick Room, you want all your Pokemon to be slow. I mean, not necessarily, because here's the thing. What I'm thinking is because Trick Room might work against me, you know? I think what I want to do is I guess I want to have like a bit of flexibility. Because the issue is depending on what I'm against, Trick Room might work against me. And that is a problem with that thing, is that Trick Room is just gonna fuck me up if I am not careful. So what I want is like, if there is lower Pokemon opposing me, I want to be able to have an answer to that. Therefore, maybe I cannot set up a Trick Room until I get rid of those. So I think it might be a good idea to at least have one Pokemon who can actually be fast. And maybe the rest of the team may be slow. What's that? A beginner's right to Crit Room. Hey Pablo, how you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're doing okay. Do you know anything about Pokemon? Please help. Ah, thank you for the kiss. I appreciate it. The mindset. Like any team core strategy, you should always have a goal in mind for your Trick Room team. Obviously, an important Trick Room team to successfully set up Trick Room once or twice within a match. But to say that should be your goal would be, to put it bluntly, stupid. Oh! I don't like this article. It called me stupid. It called me stupid. Okay. Misconceptions. The first thing is when your opponent sees a lot of slow Pokemon and a potential trigger use them, such as Early of Cresselia, on a team preview, they can and will lead their trigger counters, if any. This means that if you think you're going to just waltz in in every game, blah 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 blah. The second thing is that you forgo. You're going to throw a fast mode that you might be used to if you're ever used Drizzle or Sandstream based teams. That is a lot of reading. There's a lot of reading. Okay. A fast mode is, in personal definition, a Pokemon combo that can single-handedly dominate lower-end teams and immediately pressure high-end ones. Against lower-end teams, a fast mode minimizes the amount of hacks involved because Pokemon are dropping left and right, making it great, consistent blending tool. Against high-end players, your pressure setup with a lead immediately following fast, a powerful duo of Pokemon such as Sapchomp. What is that one? I never heard of that one before. Or a double genie. Oh, is that like combining the names of the Pokemon? Girl, yeah, this is. Why do I need a PhD to figure this out? There isn't a misconception, but a point I would like to make regardless. Time is not on your side. Mucho texto. I know, right? Mucho texto. This is way too much to read. Give me the TLDR, please. Okay, let me continue reading. Time is not on your side. As previously mentioned, you have 4 turns to work once Trick Room goes up, and this is assuming your opponent doesn't spam Protect. I hope that this is obvious now, but in case this isn't, you had better have a plan of what to do once you get your Trick Room. This is part of the reason why Trick Room can be inconsistent at times. You're probably going to forego safer options like Flamethrower in favor of Immediate Power Fire Blast because it's the safe option. Okay, Trick Room users. Alright. My gosh, I didn't know that I have to do homework. Alright. Let's see. Key qualities of offensive Trick Room users are 1. The ability to use Trick Room. Well, no, duh. I know they have to. I know that they have to say that just up front, so because you know people can't read. There's a reason why. There's a reason why Shampoo has instructions, but you know, kind of obvious. A high base attacking stats or access to your useful stab moves often exceed 100 base power. And 3, relatively short lifespan. Why? Don't you want your Pokemon to last long? Well, they did say that it's a time and that it's on a timer, so it might be a bad idea if the Pokemon can sleep low. As offensive Trick Room users are incredibly useful to conserve team slots for other functions. I'll start by admitting that although Chandelure and Gallade are 2 of my favorite Pokemon, I can be completely serious when I say that they are perhaps the most capable offensive Trick Room users because of their useful stabs and or access to neat tools. Okay. Well, it doesn't say anything about speed insofar. So I guess you're right. Hattering would make a great one then, because it does have a monstrous. From what I understand, it does have like monstrous special attack. So it would be a good idea. Yeah. I know there's a Luna Destroy All in Trick Room. Wait, which Luna? Which one? The bloody one? Like, I think it's called like Red Moon Salina or something like that. It says that you can use Fake Up to help with the setup. Okay, Fake Up. That means that Alcremie... Wait, hold on. If that is the case, though, that means that Alcremie is coming way later, which might be a problem. Because one issue that we may be having is the point of Alcremie is that we want her to, in this case, because Hattering is the special attacker, to be able to buff up Hattering, you know, for her to be able to sweep everything. And I don't think Alcremie can learn Fake Out. Okay, let's check. Nope, it cannot learn Fake Out. Okay. Then again, though. Alcremie doesn't have to come with. Is there an equivalent for Fake Out? I don't think there's an equivalent. Let's continue reading though. Maybe it'll say something here. Sumtoki? What's a Sumtoki? Is that a move? Is that a move? What are you talking about? Oh, were you saying something? Oh my god. Pepper. Okay, hold on. Let's continue reading. Defensive trick room users are dependent on to set up trick room more than once, but unlike offensive trick room users, they probably don't have many options to deal damage and instead focus solely on support, with the exception of Jellison and Slowbro, who are in this list for reasons I'll get later. Don't expect them to one-hit KO anything, but rely on them for backup for your consistent trick room setup. These two are some of the bulkiest Pokemon you'll see in doubles. Really though, Cresselia is the bigger threat out here, but I'm including Dust Clubs for competition's sake or to illustrate how easily both Pokemons are shut down by Taunt. I see many people running to Nightshade on their Dust Clubs to avoid being total Taunt bait. But that isn't a good idea seeing as Dust was already total Taunt bait. Cresselia runs Psycho Shock because it can actually 2-hit kill fighting types. And Ice Beams for Dragon coverage, which is good. Okay, but none of these two help me because Cresselia is a legendary and Dusclops is a ghost type, so. So that is the main problem though, getting locked out then. Isn't that wait. Oh my gosh, Alcremie should totally wait, taunt. Alcremie does have this thing, Aroma Veil, which protects users and allies from attack, disable, anchor, heal block, taunt, and torment. So that's good, right? I read this earlier, so if taunt is a problem, then having Alcremie on the field would be a good thing then. Because Alcremie will block a taunt, and that will prevent Hatterene from that will prevent her from, you know, not being able to do her stuff. Maybe we can focus on making like Hatterene and Alcremie like tanky enough to take a couple hits before they go down. One less thing to worry about. Hell yeah. All right, let's continue. Levitating Trick Room support is very useful when you're planning to use a Trick Room Pokemon such as Rhyperior or Marowak to spam powerful Earthquakes, especially when many Flying type hovers around base 100 to 120 speed, which can be a little fast for Trick Room. Levitate also bolsters the defense capability since they can be easily double targeted by Follow Me via Earthquake or another spread. What is Follow Me? Follow Me. Generation. Follow Me has a priority of +3 and makes the users the center of attention, forcing opposing Pokemon to use their moves on the user rather than the target target, even if the target was a friendly target. Blah 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 blah. Follow Me can dram moves with changing turns, such as Fly and Solar Beam. Wait. So if I'm understanding properly, Follow Me makes it so that your target goes next? Is that what I'm understanding? Or am I reading this wrong? Because sorry, this is a lot to read. I am confused. So that's what it does, right? I have absolutely no idea what it says here. Can you help? I actually don't know. that is a PhD for that, sir. What is helping hand then? Okay, so helping hand is a buff. Can Alcremie learn this then? No, but well, Alcremie is faster, but it's not that much faster, so that wouldn't help. If anything, what you would want is like a fast companion to Hatterene, so that it can be fast and pull Hatterene up and set up Trinket faster. Okay, well, let's continue reading this. Miss Rivers is probably the best, the one you're skeptical about. So I'll give it to you straight. Miss Rivers is the only levitating ghost type below base 100% speed. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God.
Anyway.
Hi Eva, thank you so much for the raid. Hello everybody, my name is Ren and your lovely fashion dolly, and we're doing homework. We're reading. We are, testing my reading comprehension skills because we are building a monotype Pokemon team. And I don't know what I'm doing, therefore I must read. We're trying to mostly set up a Trick Room team, which I'm learning what the rules of Trick Room. But how you guys doing? How was the stream? What you were up to? What were you up to? Let me give you a shout out. I forgot how to do shout outs again. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. Shout out. Oh shit, you guys can see this. Whoops. 1 second. Shout out. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional streamer. Yeah, there you go. Shout out. I did it, folks. I did it. Be proud of me. I finished Silent Hill 3, the first half of the stream, and then work on a drawing. Ooh. I never played Silent Hill, but I heard it's super similar to Resident Evil. So, is it similar to that? Because I know that Silent Hill F is coming up soon, and that looks super fucking creepy. Like, there was a lot of marionettes and dolls, and I want to see somebody play it. I would not play it myself, though, because I would have a heart attack. But, do you plan to play Silent Hill F? Let me know, because that would be fun. But yeah, by the way, folks, if you come from Eva's stream, or Eva, if you yourself need to take a break, go right ahead. No worries. I know that streaming is a very hard activity on people's bodies, so, if you want to do your thing, do some self-care, go right ahead. No worries. But if you want to stick around, we're learning interesting stuff together. If Trick users at the life level of Trick Room teams, then their supporters are like white blood cells. Like split between defensive and offensive Trick Room users, these supporters are typically one of the two. With Follow Me being more of a defensive and Faker being more offensive. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I pre-ordered Silent Hill F as soon as it was available on Steam, including the early access pass. Ooh. Hell yeah. I'm very excited for you then. I hope it goes well. I'm gonna have to tune in then when it comes out, because I really want to watch somebody play it. It looks super cool. I love playing. I love horror games. Because they usually have super interesting stories. At the same time, though, again, I don't want to die of a heart attack, so I'd rather just watch somebody else play it. But yeah, I'm really excited for you. I hope that everything goes well. Okay. Useful initial abilities are enough to consider a Pokemon. Just look at Mr. Buzz, especially if the stats are perfect for Trick Room purposes. Musharna is your typical bulky psychic with lots of supported moves and neat ability in telepathy. While telepathy's usefulness is fairly obvious to combo with Surf and Earthquake, and the end is its main selling point, even after gravity, Gothitelle can be rather situational. Why Shadow Tag isn't by any means bad. It isn't good as one would hope, since many people will send out their anti-Gothitelle Pokemon when they see the team's preview. You should lead with it. Therefore, probably best to surrender Gothitelle to the offensive Pokemon to take the advantage of the trapped Pokemon. And load Gothitelle up with supportive moves with Light Screen to make your switchers safer. I'm so excited Play is being released 3 days after my birthday. Woo! Birthday! That's a birthday present for yourself. Hell yeah. Love self-care. I love that for you. When is your birthday, Manu? Because I don't know when it releases, so I'm asking because I don't know. Alright. This last group of Vulcan Crit Room starters could fit with the offensive Trick Room crowd. But honestly, when I consider them, it's mostly just for the defensive qualities. Slower higher defense makes it slightly better than dealing with Tyranitar than its Regal brother Slowking. But otherwise, it's the same. And I'm listing Logic here because I know people will ask about it. Okay, whatever. Okay, I don't think I need to know these. Trick Room support. If Trick Room users are at the life level... Oh, this is what you said. Okay. Fake Out. Fake Out is a normal type use that if used on its first turn, it has 3+ priority and has the same as Follow Me. Remember, this is important. It has guaranteed flinch. The goal is to make this Fake Out users to incapacitate a Pokemon long enough for Trick Room to go up. Because even if they don't have Taunt, they can still gun up on the Trick Room user, and not many Pokemon can survive one more super effective hit. Okay. Hariyama. I cannot use Hariyama because it's a fighting type. Okay, Follow Me. There you go. Follow Me is another normal type move that redirects single target moves to the user. With that description, if you have already figured out what the application of its terms of Trick Room support, redirecting Taunt and moves that can one-hit KO your Trick Room user is extremely useful. Oh, okay, I see. It's basically more like a taunt move. Okay. It comes out September 19, early access September 20th, 20 seconds. Ooh. That is so cool, actually. I am so happy for you. Genuinely, I'm so happy. I'm gonna put it in my notes then, because I genuinely want to watch that. So thank you for letting me know though. I appreciate it. Alright, so from what I'm understanding then, Follow Me is more so you redirect all the damage to yourself. Like for example, let us say that I have a Florges. If Florges uses Follow Me, then all the damage that will be for Havering will be redirected to Florges. That's what I understand, right? Okay. Speeding Safety Net. You're probably wondering why you would even consider a Speedy Pokemon on a Trick Room team. Well, this is a optional subgroup that might not tickle your fancy, but they used to add it to your team regardless. The idea of being Speedy Safety Nets is that if you're not always going to have Trick Room up. Oh, okay, so this is what you were talking about. So yeah, that's essentially the same thing I wanted to do. Actually, to have like a safety net in case that, you know, I'm not able to get Hattering with Alcremie going and both of them die. Or Because here's the thing, everybody's gonna have everybody's gonna have like a trick room counter. So maybe I don't want to lead with trick room first. Maybe I just want to do my speedy Pokemon first. So maybe we should figure out who the speedy Pokemon is going to be before we move forward with this. You know what? I saw one earlier. How do you wrap it? Wait. Does Mimikyu learn Fake Out? Mimikyu. Do you learn Fake Out, dude? Do you learn Fake Out? Because you're not necessarily fast, but that's not an issue. Double team, play rough, famously, takedown. Okay, let me just... No! It doesn't leave Fake Out. God damn it. I was thinking it might be a good idea then if he learned Fake Out. Wait, maybe I should go here. Mimikyu. Do you learn Fake Out? No, you don't. Shadow Sneak though? Well, one of the things that we have to think about, it comes with coverage, you know? Because right now, sure, we are setting up our team like the basis of our thing, but we also need to think about coverage. And one main issue that this team is going to have is Poison and Steel types. Steel types in particular are going to be super tough. Because, you know, both Hatterene and Alcremie have the issue that they're not very good defensively, so... that is gonna be a problem, Desu. A problem, Desu. Shadow Sneak. What does Shadow Sneak do? Shadow Sneak. Usually goes first. Okay. Okay, but it doesn't do anything, though, aside from... does it do anything else? Oh, let me... Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak. Okay, Shadow Sneak. It doesn't do anything besides damage, though. So that's not gonna help Hatterene. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should see what Pokemon learn Fake Out. Raichu. Wait. Oh wait, no. I was about to be like, since when is Raichu a fairy? I was a bit that way. Wait, Raichu's a fairy? Maybe I should include Raichu here, but no. Raichu's not a fairy. God damn it. Fairy. Impidimp. Grimmsnarl. I thought Grimmsnarl was an attacker, though. Is it an attacker? Is it a setup? Wait, everybody shut up. What do you do? Wow, Speed is also... Speed is not as low, but... yeah, it's a physical attacker. He has abysmal defense, though. It could be good, though. Because that might mean... I mean, if the purpose of Grimmsnarl is for it to just, like, get clapped... just so that Hatterene can actually, you know, do things. That it might be good to... it might be a good consideration. Because the idea is to stop the Pokemons to avoid Hatterene being clapped. So, I don't know. Is that a good idea? Because again, then we might have the problem with Taunt. Oh, that is so many considerations to have when it comes to this. Okay, so okay, you know what? We'll decide to based on what other moves since learns aside from Fake Out. False Surrender, Bulk Up, Fake Out, Spirit Break. What's this? Spirit Break. Speed breaks damage and lowers the target. Oh, but it doesn't exist anymore. Never mind then. I was a bit like, what the fuck is a spirit break? But no, it doesn't exist anymore. God damn it. Dark Pulse, Sucker Punch, Nasty Plot, Play Rough. Oh, okay. What else do you do? Takedown. I mean, okay. Oh, but that's... You know what though? I like the idea of like pairing up Grimmsnarl with Hatterene. Because here's the thing, right? Here's what's gonna happen. Both of them are slow enough for Trick Room to work properly. And Grimmsnarl can help Hatterene, you know, set up her stuff. But then, the reason why I'm having an issue with that is because then Alcremie wouldn't have anybody to go with. And that might be my little problem there. Because the idea of having Alcremie is for her to like buff up Hatterene. Then again though, because I do want to have like a speedy Pokemon here, maybe Alcremie plus something else might be a better idea. Because what we can do is have Alcremie be with something like Rapidash, maybe? Is Hatterene going to be your only attacker? No, that wasn't the thing. I wanted an attacker that was going to work outside the Trick Room, just in case I failed to set up Trick Room. That was kind of the thing that I was trying to go for. So I was thinking about Rapidash, but then we have a problem, which I'm not considering the fact that they still don't have a way to deal with poison types. Oh, actually, no. The bigger problem is steel types. Now that I think about it, I know that Hatterene. And maybe we should finish building up Hatterene. Now that I think about it, does it learn? Oh yeah, it does learn Mystic Fire. Yeah, Mystical Fire might be a good idea to deal with steel types. And then probably needs Dazzling Gleam. And what else? What else do you do? Psychic Noise, Psycho Shock. Sword Power. Baton Pass. Would that be worth it? I don't know if that's worth it, actually. I mean, it might be good. My god, I was tapped out and I got a tennis and I thought it was a gunshot in your house. Oh. Well, you know, it wouldn't be that uncommon. I do hear gunshots every single once in a while. You know, once in a blue moon. When the room is feeling frisky. But they're usually so far away you wouldn't be able to hear it anyway. And you know, I have a good ass microphone set up now, so therefore, even if there was a gunshot, you're gonna be able to hear it. So don't worry about that, sweetheart. I can get shot, and you know what? The stream wouldn't matter. I wonder if Baton Pass would be a good idea though. Because Baton Pass switches passing the stat changes and more. What else does it though? Baton Pass. Passing on temporary stat increases and decreases. Volatile status conditions, confusion, getting pop, escape prevention, ability suppression, seedling, curse. Okay, so basically it passes everything, both divas and buffs. Okay, I see. That might not be too good of an idea then. Because I was thinking, well, maybe if I have baton pass and maybe I cannot quite commit to Hatterene being there and I want to save her for later. Well, no, but that she would... No, because here's the thing. The idea is that we don't want to keep Hatterene in the field forever. Because she probably can't be in the field forever because she's rather squishy. So... Okay, let's just go with another move then. Expanding Force. I wouldn't have Psychic Terrain though. Psychic Noise. For 2 turns, the target is preventing from healing. That could be cool. That could be cool, actually. But sounds niche. Psychic. Psycho Shock. Shadow Ball. Well, now we come out ahead with an issue. What do we want to do for a stab move? Because you know we have Dazzling Gleam. Thank you so much for the lurk, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Everybody, please spam that lurk emote. Why can't I learn Swords Dance? Hello? Oh, because of Baton Pass? Well, that makes sense, actually. What's that for? Hold on. Let me just listen to this by myself. Huh? What? I'm confused about the direction of this video. Hold on. Let me watch it again. You know what? I'm gonna put it. I don't want to put it on screen though, because what if YouTube hates me? I want to do that. Oh, so basically it was just a mind game. It wasn't anything in particular, so it was just a mind game. He basically tricked people into believing that he would use it just to switch it out, I guess. I also don't get it. I think what's going on, I think what I understand from the play is that parting shot for... Okay, so here's the thing. A video that explains what you need. Okay. That is a long ass video. I'm sorry, I'm not watching that on stream. I'm not watching that on stream. I'm reading fine. I'm reading okay with that, but you know, part of the thing is that you know, you guys are also supposed to be entertained by me. So me watching videos, I don't want to just watch videos what you listen to me in silence. So I'll read that later, maybe. But for now, that's not good. Okay, so we were dealing with this expanding force. I guess I could use expanding force. Or Giga Drain. I mean, what is another thing? Does Tinkaton have a use here? I actually don't know what Tinkaton does in particular. Hold on, let me. Tinkaton. Let's see, Tinkaton. Oof. That's fucking rough. I didn't know that he had such bad stats. It's a special defense. Why don't people use it then? Because he doesn't have particularly good attacking stats. And its defense stats, it's super low. What do you use it for? Monotype. Oh, sword stance. I don't know if it's used. I mean, from what it says here is that it's an OU, which means overused. So that means that a lot of people use it. Tinkaton finds the nation of fairy teams thanks to its secondary steel typing and unique support Gigaton Hammer. One Chaos Rock and fairy types like Lamora, Kleber, Fluttermane, and Hatterene. Knockoff provides Tinkaton with another offensive option that removes important items from steel types such as Corviknight and Arcolodon. I mean, the thing is, it's another supported Pokemon from what I can not supported. It's another like attacker Pokemon, which is not necessarily what we need right now. At least not right now. So here's what I'm thinking. Oops. That's not a Grimmsnarl. Here's what I'm thinking. Grimmsnarl can like fake out, and its speed is actually not that high either. So that means that it's also a good idea for him to be around Trick Room. The main problem is though is that I don't think he has any other support other than that. He's basically just purely defense. So, not purely defense, sorry, purely offense. So the problem then comes down with that if I have him alongside Hatterene, then Alcremie is not doing anything there. Now we can have Alcremie going in with another attacker rather than Hatterene herself. But that will actually mean that Hatterene would not last long, you know. She wouldn't be able to set up much of anything because she's tanky, but she's mostly just a special sponge, you know. Okay, so what do you guys think? I recommend it because I just recommended it because Tinkaton is my favorite fairy type. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, not gonna lie. But it doesn't seem like it's actually that good for the team that I'm trying to build right here. But we can try. This is all because we had to make a team around Alcremie. Leave me alone. Alcremie is my favorite Pokemon, okay? She's my favorite Pokemon and I want to use her, goddammit. And she's really good as a support, from what I heard. Okay, first of all, let's see. What else? Fairy type. Ow. Is there a fairy type that's actually fast? A aside from Rapidash? What do you do good, Rapidash, aside from being really fast? Are you an attacker? Yeah, you're an attacker, actually. So we can do something. We can do the following, actually. We could send out Grimmsnarl and Hattering both first to, you know, to take out as much as possible down with them. And there's a high likelihood that one of them is gonna die first. Probably Grimmsnarl, because it doesn't have that good of a defense. So, what could happen is that Grimmsnarl dies, and I can bring Alcremie in, further increasing the chance that Hattering is gonna be able to be buffed by Alcremie. Now, in case that this does not happen, and both of them die, Trick Room is still up and will probably still be up by the time that Alcremie gets into the field, along with Rapidash. And Alcremie can use Decorate on that one turn in which Trick Room is gonna be active. So it can at least get its buffs up so that Rapidash can use them. That is my thinking so far. That is my thinking so far of what we can do. Does that sound solid? That sounds solid, right? Right? Please help me. Okay. So that sounds like a solid idea to me. Oh, never mind. I guess. Well, actually, that doesn't matter because even though it's not here, we're not trying to follow those routes that much. Okay, so Rapidash. Run away. What's that ability? Pastel Veil. This Pokemon cannot be poisoned. On switch, it cures poison allies. On switch, this Pokemon shatters any foe super effective. Oh, that's cool, actually. Shutters off if any foe has a super effective. Shutters off. Oh, okay. No, never mind. That's not useful. That's not useful at all. So I guess Pastel is going to have to be in. Oh god, this doesn't seem too necessarily good. Okay, so let's see. Like right now, I guess we have like a solid foundation on what to do, right? But we still need to talk about coverage. So let's figure out what Alcremie is going to do first. What do you have here? Do you learn Light Screen? Or the other screen that I don't remember? Screen. Light Screen. Yes, you do. Oh, but what is... Oh, that is special attack. What about the other screen? What screen? No, that's not. What is the other screen called? The one that reduces like physical damage? What's that called? A screen move. Screen cleaner ability. Reflect. It's called Reflect. Okay. Does she learn Reflect? No, she doesn't. God damn it. Do you learn Reflect, Grizzly? Reflect? Yes, you do. You do. Okay. That gives him even more reason for him to be up front. Because like I said, Hattering doesn't resist physical attacks that well. Am I seriously doing this? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Fake Out. Reflect. What else? Probably something that can deal with steel types, which that would be parting shot. Actually, wait. That might be good. That might actually be great. Now that I think about it. Wait, hold on. Everybody shut up. Listen to this. We're talking about parting shot earlier. And it's essentially like U-turn for dark types. So I can use fake cut, then trick room, then reflect. And then if Grimslan is still alive by then, I can use parting shot to get Grimslan out there and get Alcremie get a couple turns. That sounds great, actually. Or maybe even go away with reflect and just use parting shot right after fake out. Because by that point, Hatterene is gonna have trick room up. So Grimslan is gonna go first, and then I can get Alcremie out and start buffing up Hatterene. And that would give me like 2 turns of trick room for Alcremie to buff up and do screens and stuff like that. So yeah, that sounds awesome, actually. Then again, though, I am wasting his attacks by doing reflect, so I might not want to do reflect. Ugh. Chill water, crunch, dark pulse, focus blast, focus punch. That actually could be cool. Focus punch, like, steel types are weak to fighting, right? Are you weak to fighting? Yeah, weak to fighting. Yeah. Why is the steel type thing weak to fighting, though? Like, if you punch it, wouldn't you like shake and die? Isn't that a bad idea? Sorry, I don't understand. I don't quite understand how Pokemon weaknesses work. Okay, so parting shot. What else? Probably a dark type move. I'll play. What's that emote, Pepper? Are you making fun of me? Don't make fun of me, bitch. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Okay, so we have a... I mean, what we have fake up and parting shot. Remember, parting shot doesn't do that much of that much damage, I'm pretty sure. We have to choose. Do we use a fairy type? Because I'm thinking about coverage right now, and fairy type probably wouldn't be necessary because Hatterene already has one. And so will probably everybody else in this team. So maybe I don't need to have a fairy type move in here. What do you guys think? I think it might be better to go with a dark type move, no? Do, if anything, hit a steel type in neutral. I know I'm focusing on steel types a lot, but steel types are genuinely a super duper problem with this. Because like I said, I think that most, if not all, at least from what I'm seeing, fairy types so far are super duper weak to anything physical. Their bones are made of glass. So anything that's physical, which is the problem with steel types because most of them are, is going to be a problem. So dealing with them is more of a priority than dealing with a poison type. So that's an issue. Ice Punch. Ice Punch. Leech Life. That could be good, actually. Leech Life. What does Bug deal with? Well, that's not necessarily an issue. That's not necessarily an issue because I don't think that's gonna be a problem ever for me. Because I hate everything. I hate everything like this with neutral and super effective already, so not necessary. Railblaze, what's this? Chances to 100% chance to increase the user speed. Not necessary for this team though. Thumping tantrum. Isn't Togeki's kinda bulky? We can use Togekiss. I'm pretty sure that it's like, I don't think it's special defense bulky though. I think it's special defense bulky. Togekiss. What are you? Well, it's not that bad actually. Wow. Special defense and special attack. Whoa, okay. Actually, it's not a bad defensive Pokemon, but I feel like it's... I'm not really sure what the thresholds are. But from what I can see here, it does have good HP and good special defense. And its defense is not that bad either, so... What do you learn, Togekiss? What are your moves? Oh, it doesn't show me any moves because Togekiss is technically not in here. Technically, Togekiss is illegal, so it doesn't show me any moves. God damn it. Maybe you can kind of tank some stuff because of disguise. I mean, that would be if we need another physical. Because Mimikyu is also kinda slow. But he uses Sword Stance. But that would be a problem because the thing that we're trying to do here is to pair up Alcremie with attackers. And Alcremie already boosts attack by 2. So Sword Stance is kinda useless on Mimikyu. Then again, though, I guess that self-contained Mimikyu wouldn't be a problem. And it might be better than Rapidash. Because Rapidash is fast, but it's also super weak too. Is it weak too? Oh god. Indecisions! Indecisions! Togekiss, 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 Togekiss. I need a fast Pokemon. I need a fast Pokemon to be able to deal. I need a fast Pokemon to be able to deal when eventually Trick Room falls off. So I don't think that Togekiss might be in the run as like you know, a saver. Like if Alex fails to Togekiss, but we have to consider that. Okay, what do you learn though? Hustle. This Pokemon has attack and wow. Okay, wow, that is some good abilities. Listen to this. Hustle. This Pokemon attack is 1.x and accuracy is of its physical cast is 0.x. So that means that it can become a physical attacker then? But what is the point then? Because what would be the point though? Because its attack is the lowest defense, so that wouldn't be good at all actually. Serene Grace. I think Super Lock then. Just to make something crit. Because that crit ratio looking nutty. This isn't looking exactly balanced though. I feel like that's my issue right now. I'm having a problem. I think I'm having choice paralysis right now. Because I do need a physical attacker. What about Mawile, actually? Hold on. Mawile. Mawile, what are you? What do you do? What is your thing? Attack and defense. Oh, but Mawile is actually kind of weird without the Mega. He's actually kind of worthless without this Mega now that I think about it. Never mind then. Is there any other Steel Fairy type? Steel Fairy? Aside from Klefki? Tinkaton. I guess Tinkaton could be good as our physical attacker. Because it is low, but that doesn't quite matter in a Trick Room setting. Ah! I am so indecisive right now. I don't know what to do. Plus, the only support is Alcremie here. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Rapidash learns, and that's gonna help me decide between Tinkaton and Rapidash. Rapidash. What do you learn? Megahorn, Poison Jab, Tackle, Growl, Mark Strike. What's this? Mark Strikes inflicts damage wasted by and bypasses accurate checks to always hit, unless the target set may invulnerable. Oh. That could be good. To hit poison. Flame charge. Wait, but this is Rapidash, not Galarian Rapidash. I'm stupid. I'm stupid! Mega Horn, Psycho Cut, Quick Attack, Psycho Cut, Fairy Wind, Agility, Psybeam. Why do you learn so many special moves if you're supposed to be as physical attacker? Hello? You know what? I'm dropping Rapidash. That means that I'm betting everything on Trick Room, and I feel a little sad about that. Okay. Tinkaton. Hatterene. These two are staying no matter what. Grimmslar, I kind of already like sort of defined his role that he's gonna be like supportive offensive attacker. And only be there to help Hatterene set up. Tinkaton. Actually, Tinkaton's speed is not that bad, I think. It's not that slow. I think I was just being a little bitch. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that slow. I think I was just exaggerating. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Pablo, your favorite Pokemon is gonna make it here. Yay! Isn't it Sword Stance then? Sword Stance. Sword Stance. Hammer. Gigaton Hammer. Then what else? I could follow this then. Knockoff and Stealth Rocks. Rocks. Stealth Rock. Alright, that's good then. Thank God we figured something out. So, Parting Shot and what else? Facade, Surrender, Drain Punch. Focus Blast. Hammer, Ice Punch. Is there a world in which ice would be useful? Okay, so let's see. So this is only weak to Poison and Steel. What is Psychic weak to? Let's see if we can do like a coverage situation. Psychic. Weak to Bug, Ghost, and Dark. Bug. We already have Mystical Fire, so we can deal with Bug. You have to think about your coverage in general. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about it. I think I was just thinking way too much into the picture of like Trick Room that I forgot about coverage. That I completely forgot about that. So, Ghost. Weak to Ghost. Well, him being a Dark type already doesn't helps a lot because Dark, I'm pretty sure it's super effective against Ghost. Yep. So that's good. We're covering T weaknesses. Okay, that's fine. I think we're fine. I think we're fine with the Psychic type. What about Dark? What is Dark weak to? Fighting, Bug, and Fairy. Well, that doesn't matter because that's already... And then Fighting is weak against Fighting too, right? No, it's not weak against Fighting. It's again Fighting again. Ooh, then Togekiss is gonna be good then, actually. Just to deal with a Fighting type that may be able to better than Tinkaton. No worries. Thank you so much, Pablo, for coming. I appreciate it. Okay, then. Do you have anything fire? What about flying? What does flying have to? Why is flying weak to, aside from electric? Electric, ice, and rock. Electric, what are you weak to? Ground, okay. I don't think he has any grounds moves. I don't think he's gonna be dealing with that anyway. And what about ice? Fighting rock, okay. I think the coverage is good now that I think about it, so... You know what, just another way to deal with steel type, so we're gonna include Fire Punch. Alchemy we still haven't finished. I'm gonna include Light Screen just in case. I don't think Draining Kiss is gonna do anything for me. 70% of the damage dealt. But Alchemy doesn't... Well, actually it's not special, so... Yeah, no, Draining Kiss would be good. What are we using as the third move, though? Misted Terrain, maybe? Or Dazzling Gleam? No, Hydrating already has it, so that shouldn't be a problem. What does Misted Terrain do? And status effect. That might be good, actually. It's Misted Terrain. Hold on, let's see here if it does it say anything about Misted Terrain. Mogon University. Target Pokedex. Misty Terrain. Misted Terrain. When is Misted Terrain good? Five turns Misted Terrain during the effect of... Misted Terrain. I mean, can be status effect. That includes Confusion, Poison, That might be like a good coverage combo now that I think about it. That might be a good thing, man. Because that means that I'm... At least when Alcremie's out, I will be immune to being taunted or anything like that. And with Misty Terrain, I will be immune to status effects. That could be cool. That would be like lower in the priority list, though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Misty Terrain. Misty Terrain. Okay, Hattering is almost done too. He just needs something else. Probably a psychic move. Probably just psychic. Just keep it plain and simple. Just psychic. Pinkaton is done too. What do you learn, sweetie? I know you learned Roost, but let me see. Alright, we have flying types, and then we have Togekiss. Alright, Togekiss, Togekiss. You know what's funny? I'm breaking down on stuff like this. I'm breaking down on stuff like this, but when I was little, I'm pretty sure that I was able to deal with much more than this. I don't know why I'm feeling so like overwhelmed by this. Like, this is so much to learn. You know, I wasn't a good learner as a kid. Overthinking, I know, right? But isn't that kind of the game about Pokemon though? Overthinking at its finest. You know? Isn't that kind of what Pokemon is about? You know, you have to play 4D chess so that you're able to, you know, win or something. I wanted to talk about something though, just to take a little bit of a break, because I feel like I'm feeling my mind leaving my body at this point. So let's take a little bit of a break. I want to talk to you guys about Ubers and Uber drivers in particular. I'm pretty sure that they just get bored of driving around, because the way that whenever I request an Uber and I'm waiting for it to come and I see its trajectory path, the way that it's just playing Snake, trying to get that apple, you know? Like, have you guys ever requested an Uber driver and it just goes around in circles before it gets to your home? Like, I get it. It's complicated to get to where I am. I thought you were talking about Pokemon, not taxes. Well, you know, I'm taking a break from Pokemon right now because my brain is melting. I'm getting impatient. You know? But I wanted to talk about this because I requested an Uber driver for my mom earlier. And it took around 10 minutes to get here. Oh, like Uber is a tier in Pokemon? No. I'm talking about Uber drivers, you know? Actually, the people who come to your house and pick you up. That kind of driver. You know? Oh, am I stupid? But anyway. So, the thing is though, is I call an Uber driver for it to pick up my mom. And I saw it do it like 3 spins around the block before it actually figured out where my home is supposed to be. And I get it, because where my home is located is a little strange to get into. If you're not careful, every street will guide you back to my home. So I kind of live in, like, you know, a fairy labyrinth. I live in a place where people can get lost super fast and easy. But you have an app. You can follow it. Why are you making turns? And also, the app in itself has a map. So I don't know why the Uber driver sometimes just, you know, doesn't know how to drive properly and just follows whatever the app tells it to. Because here's the thing, to me, driving and learning how to drive properly is also being able to learn how to take shortcuts and stuff like that. So I get confused. I get confused as for why Uber drivers are not, you know, are not learning actually how to drive. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You know, and this is coming from a person who doesn't know how to drive at all to begin with. So that might be something. But still, it's rough. It's rough. Then again, though, I don't want to learn how to drive. You know why? Because I am 100% certain that whenever I learn how to drive, I'm gonna become a liability. I'm probably gonna take up somebody with me. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna learn how to drive. I'm gonna get into the car and then immediately kill myself, and then a family of 4, leaving one child surviving. And this child is then going to become the anime protagonist of the next story. And, you know, because I killed his family, he's gonna look for revenge and kill my family. So it's better for the world if I don't learn how to drive. Do you guys know how to drive though? Pepper, do you know how to drive? Are you a responsible adult? 'Cause I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I'm gay. That is not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Listen, my mother was gay and she knew how to drive before she died. You know? I can't believe you're asking me this on Pride Month. Sorry to be homophobic. I just wanted to have a point of conversation, god damn it. Oh, whatever. I guess you don't care about me. I'm gay, I don't. What do you mean you do drive, Catsall? You do drive. I know you do. And, girl, Umbra knows how to drive. She's also gay. She's also gay and she knows how to drive, so what's your excuse? Huh? Huh? Hiding behind queerness is not an excuse anymore, sweetie. What do you learn? Air slash. I'm dumb. Okay, well, fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. I guess that you can get away with it. For now. But only for now. By the way, has Sombra talked to you about us going to get Chinese food? Because I proposed that not too long ago, and I still want to go get Chinese. So what's going on? Why do you not want to? Air slash. This would be cute, actually. This would be a stab move. Air slash. What's the difference between air slash and air cutter, though? Air cutter. Air cutter deals damage and it has an increased crit hit ratio. It hits both opponents in double battle. Legend Starcius. That might actually be better than Air Slash now that I think about it. Yeah, I wanna, because you guys don't invite me. Bitch! I literally invite you to things and you don't reply. I may invite you through Umbra, but you don't reply still. So how dare you? How dare you imply that I don't invite you to things? I do. You just don't reply to me. I mean, combined with... I think Air Cutter might be better just combined with Air Slash. And then Dazzling Gleam. But then what else? Actually, I know that it lends Rooster. Doesn't learn Rooster? Rooster. Umbra is the worst to environment. She also forgets to breathe. Fair enough, I guess. Damn. Now I know. Then I had to DM you, and then you have to remind, them. Does it not learn Roost? I'm pretty sure it did. Togekiss. Yes, it does. Roost. Just to keep it healthy. And then what else? What else can it learn? You know what the worst part is, though? I have a feeling that when we all get together, because you two are socially awkward, I'm gonna have to be doing all the talking. Because here's what happened. When I got together to Umbra, I did all the talking. When I got together with you, I also did all the talking. So what's gonna happen is there's gonna be just the Kasuri Renin meet and greet, and everybody else is just gonna be quiet, listen to me talking, and then I'm gonna feel so bad. I'm gonna feel horrible because I talked all the way through and you guys never tried to stop me. You guys never actually tried to stop me. Actually, what can get rid of spikes? Because now that I think about it, I haven't... Spike. But I like to listen to you. I mean, clearly, because you've been listening to me be an overthinker for about 2 hours and not actually be entertaining, and yet you're still here talking to me. So I think that's more about you problem. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to Google this. What can remove spike? Defog. I think I said that it learns defog. Oh yeah, we can do that then, just in case. Because you know, I didn't have anything to deal with spikes, so this might be good then. Just to cover for spikes in case of this happening. Which I don't think so, because you know, their priority number 1 is gonna get rid of Trick Room. But if they start to set up spikes or something, at least I have something to deal with that. Now, the last question is that we have one more Pokemon slot. I don't know what else to do here. So, any suggestions? Remember, it's a fairy type, so any suggestions, anything will go. At this point, I am too tired to keep thinking. So please, just help me out here. Name a fairy Pokemon, whichever one. You get to choose, Chad. You get to choose. What fairy Pokemon are we using today? Come on. Come on, Chad. I'm actively engaging with you right now. I know that I haven't been engaging with you that much because I'm stupid, but now I'm engaging. So what fairy Pokemon? I don't know anything about Pokemon. Damn. Then just Google one and tell me. Just Google one. Google one. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Come on, chat. I don't know what else to do with this. Because I almost feel like the team is already pretty well rounded. Just no. We have an attacker. We have 3 attackers, 1 tank that also doubles as an attacker. I'm talking about fairy types, not about that's a grass type. Okay, we have a... So we have a tank that also doubles as an attacker, so we're good on that. We have a physical attacker. That's not that bad when it comes to speed. We have a physical attacker too that will probably die first, but paired with Hattering is probably gonna be good. We have Alcremie, who right now seems like it doesn't do anything on this team, but you know what? I'll make it work. I'll make sure to use her in some way, shape, or form. And then we're just missing something. I don't know. Let's look at the fairies. Let's look at the gays. Let's see what we find. Fairy. And we also have pretty good coverage, so we're set on that one. I already have Hattering in here. She's already present here. What about Dashbug? What about the bread Pokemon? Does it have anything stand out? It's fast and it's bulky defensively. We can use the bread. Introducing an ice type is a bad idea, so I don't think Alone Ninetales is gonna make the cut. Okay, so it's between Mimikyu and the dog. I think because I'm a dog lover, I should choose dog. I feel like at this point, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. It's either the dog, or maybe I could use the Sumaril too. What is a Sumaril good for? What is her deal? What are you? She seems to be just a tank. Dog. We'll use the dog then? I guess we use the dog. We're using Dashbun. Look at this good boy. Look at the boy. Look at him. Look at that boy. Do we know what the hair is? Now that I think about it, what is the hair? Because, you know, he's made out of breath, but what is the hair? Like mold? Is he moldy? Is he molding? No, yeah, he's made out of breath, but I'm confused about what the hair is. What is the hair supposed to be? Cream? But does cream get that fluffy and hair-like? Well, I guess Dashbun is going to be it. El coverage fue de sabático. Wait, we already have all the coverage. What are you talking about? Wait, ¿qué más quieres? Ya estamos cubiertos en casi todo. Tenemos cobertura para los... Yeah, because it's only steel types and poison types that we're weak to. And then if we consider secondary typing, dark type is weak to bug, fairy, and ghost, and not ghost type, but something else. Hold on. Let me use dark type. Okay, dark type. Hold on. Is weak to fighting, bug, and fairy. Ooh, I have a flying type. Remember Togekiss? I think grass types are weak to flying, if I remember right. Yeah, I have a flying type. So? If anything, the only thing that I'm fire type, well, that might be an issue actually. What is fire weak to aside from water? Fire. Rock water. Well, That's an answer that I don't have yet. But if we think about it though, that's the only two things that I'm weak to right now: fire and electric, and rock types. But well, rock types I have a way to deal with Tinkaton. So I guess a Sumaril? A Primarina? I forgot Primarina was a thing. Primarina. Hydro Pump. Disarming Boys. Bubble Beam. Hyper Boys. Sparkling Aria. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Primarina is gonna be my last one. Lo momola. Then the only problem that I'm going to be running against is dealing with electric types. That's the only problem that I'm gonna have. And if that's the case, I think I might have to switch the move to somebody. No, Mystical Fire is way too important. Grimmsnarl. No, that's important too. Do you have anything that hits grass? Nope. What about you, Togekiss? No, it's important because of spikes. God damn it. Do you learn Energy Ball, maybe? Nope. Oh, no, yes, you do. Okay, just to be sure. Grass Electric is weak too. Well, it's not weak to, but... the only thing it's weak to is to ground, so well. Is that a ground type that is also fairy? Maybe? Maybe? Nope. Alright. Then I guess reducing Ice Beam. Is Sparkling Aria good or not? Better than nothing. Why is grass strong against, now that I think about it? Brown, rock, and water. Well, that's not gonna be a problem, but just in case, maybe we'll learn our Energy Ball. Water is not a problem for me though, so that's not an issue. Hydro Pump. Hyper Voice. Something Tantrum. But that's a normal type. Oh no, it is ground. Okay, but... well... I guess with Hattering already dealing with steel type, so... yeah, Stomping Tantrum then. And now all we need is then... deal with this. I guess we can use Calm Mind just to set up a little bit. Just in case by this point Alcrim is already dead. And... what else? Maybe Hydro Pump or Hyper Voice? What's its ability? Hyper Voice. Is it better than Sparkling Aria? Sparkling Aria. It's the same thing, really. Liquidation. Fair Song. Actually, they didn't include anything, so Moonblast is probably going to be good. Does it learn Sparkling Gleam? No, it does not, it seems, so... yeah, Moonblast. Moonblast and what else? Probably Hyper Voice might be better than Sparking on Aria. Hyper Voice. What are you? Looking for the cheese. I mean, Hyper Voice is better because it seems like Sparkling Aria is only single target. Oh no, yeah. Includes all areas. Never mind. Hyper Voice is good then. Alright. We have a team! Fog! This is our team now. We have all Creamy, Hattering, Grimmsnarl, Tinkaton, Togekiss, and Primarina. We did it, folks! We did it! We survived! Wow. That was something. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go lay down. I am so gonna go lay down. Holy shit. Now that I think about it, did it have music going on? Yeah, it had music. Yeah, okay, thank God. Whatever. I'm gonna go and lay down for a bit because I am fucking tired, dude. Thank you so much for coming, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for choosing me as your entertainment for today. I really do. Hope you guys have a lovely day. I'll see you guys on Friday, because Friday we're doing more Pokemon content because I'm a Pokemon content creator at this fucking point. We are going to be doing the Pokemon Nuzlocke. So if you guys want to come see me suffer and possibly die, then you know. Anyway, bye y'all. Take care.